Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your mid-month reading for March 2023. Spirit, let's see what's happening for Taurus for the rest of the month in March. What is the what? Ooh. What have you been working on? What have you been conjuring up so far this month? Wow. Okay. It's like, okay, I'm not going to jump ahead. Let me show you the cards first and then we'll talk. First up, we have the High Priestess. Then we have the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. So it's like in the middle of the month, right? Which is where our checkup is. Ooh, itchy ear. High Priestess energy is you, it's starting to uncover things, but it's more like about what you want and where you want to go. Okay. So it's a specific, it could be a relationship. It could be a project. It could be a job, a career, a business, whatever, fill in the blank, right? A passion project, a hobby, right? But this is stuff that you're uncovering to try and decide exactly what it is that you want and to make the move forward towards that, okay? We're talking about the end of March, right? The latter half of March. So it feels like whatever this is actually going to happen pretty quickly. And I say that because of the next two cards, because with the Knight of Wands, this is like the fastest moving knight, right? Out of the four suits, Knight of Wands is let's get going. There's drive, there's ambition, there's passion, there's fire. That's what the wands are about. And this is where you are going to be throughout the rest of the month. It's like you spent all your time. It's sort of like planning stages, but like I said, it's more of a discovery because it's High Priestess. It's very intuitive. It's about going inside and thinking about what you really want. What is your gut telling you? Where is your gut pushing you forward to go? You start to take that action in the latter half of the month. And what happens by the time we get to the end of March is things are rocking and rolling. Information's coming in, messages, news, communication, and it's fast. That's what the Eight of Wands is about. So things are ramping up and things are moving real fast by the time you get to the end of the month. Holy crap. That's some pretty intense energy. So what we're going to do is get some clarifying cards for each of the tarot, just to get a little more intel as to what this is about, right? We got, nice. Somebody else got that card in the same position. Damn it, who was it? Pisces? It was Pisces or Aries? I hope it was Pisces because that would line up with my chart quite nicely. Okay, never mind, this is about you. Well, I'm a Taurus rising. Okay, so the card that came out under the High Priestess is full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. This is what that High Priestess energy is. So I said it's like about going within, like digging and figuring out where it is, like what you want to do and where you want to go. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes all you have to do is just step back. Maybe what you were doing is trying to figure out what you wanted, but you're in the weeds, you're down into the details, and what you need is that 30,000 foot view, right? The bird's eye view of the situation so that you can, what's that saying? You can't see the forest for the trees, right? Everything is there around you, but you're not able to see it clearly until you step back. This is how you are able to actually fine tune and make decisions about the path you want to go and what you want to do. And then when we look at the card that came up under the Knight of Wands, which is our charge ahead kind of card, right? Is new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, there's something there and you're heading towards it. So keep moving. Like whatever steps you are taking now, whatever plans you're laying, steps you're taking, don't stop and don't look back. Just go. That's what I'm seeing. If you do that, and just keep your eye on the prize, keep focused on where you want to go, that's when you're going to see things come up. That's when things are going to come to you. That's when you're going to see that traction gaining. That's what prosperity is. Prosperity, yeah, it's money and all that stuff, but prosperity is success. So what does success mean to you? It's when you get what you want. That's prosperity, and that is success. So whatever definition that is in this situation for you, that's what you're going to achieve. potentially, right? It's all about how you act and react, right? What are you doing in this situation? What's your role in all of this is going to dictate how it turns out, right? Then when we look at the card that came out for the Eight of Wands, what do we have? Full Moon and Taurus. So we got 2 Taurus cards, 2 Taurus Moon cards in your Taurus reading. Okay, so your energy is in there really powerfully this month. A lot about you, a lot of, what do you call it? Control and ownership, right? Belongs to you this month. I can't wait to see the extended. This is like so cool. Okay, anyway, Full Moon in Taurus says your dreams need a practical plan. So your dreams, what you want, what you've been looking at, what you've been trying to figure out, you are moving forward pretty quickly. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. I think that's okay. But because this is Eight of Wands and this is news coming in and it's things moving fast, what I would suggest is that as you're moving forward, that Knight of Wands energy, as you're moving forward in whatever this is that you want, make sure that you're looking at the practical side of how this is going to happen and how it's going to unfold. Taurus, I know you're pretty, like you're grounded and you're earthy and you're fixed and you're all of those good things. But I think that the Knight of Wands passion that sparked in you, which is a beautiful thing, could kind of burn a little too hot. Like think about, I like to use when wands are in a reading, we've got 2 wands in the reading of an earth sign, right? So when I see wands in any reading, but especially if it's not a wands sign, right? When I see wands and intense wands, which the Knight and the 8 are very intense cards, I give the analogy of starting a little fire, right? You got a little campfire going, but if you're not careful and that flame gets too big and it burns too big and hot, you could start a forest fire, right? So you want to make sure that that fire and the flames are controlled. The flames are good, but out of control in your house, burning down, not so good, right? That's why it's saying you need a practical plan. So make sure that you don't lose sight of the planning piece when this passion and this desire and that burn is like really starting to ignite in you. But you don't want to dampen the flame so much that nothing happens, right? You need that nice balance there. I love this energy. This reading's energy is so good. So good. We're getting you an advice card now. What do we got? Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible. If this is something where you're like, one of the reasons why you're in the weeds trying to figure out what the heck, how am I going to do this? Is this even possible? Whether it's dating, whether it's a job, can I do this? Can I achieve this thing? Yeah, you can. You bet your ass you can, right? So remember that nothing is impossible because impossible, the word itself says, I'm possible. So there you go. Well, all right, I'm moving on over to the extended. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how this goes for the rest of the month. Totally curious to see what's going on with you. And yeah, happy and excited to see how this unfolds for me as well. So we're going to leave it there. And until I see you again, I'm wishing you much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Taurus. Bye.